train leaves on time. Eitam, are you with us? My only student and the rest of them friends? Okay, so Eitam, this is dedicated to you, and I'm glad that everybody who is here. And we're going to learn a little bit about Twitter. So let's go. First of all, welcome. My name is Ramer. I'm a teacher. I'm a blogger. I'm a tweeter. And you can see my Twitter handle on the bottom. It's @Ramer. I love Twitter. I use it as a teacher, as a person, as a citizen of the world. And my aim is to get more students onto Twitter as well, which is why I wanted to do this as my topic today. So just a few rules of the class. If you want to talk, you raise your hand like that by clicking on the raising hand side. You can chat in the window. Please chat in English as much as possible. Please close your microphone when you're not speaking. And most important, be sure to have your cell phone ready because you are going to need it, or your tablet, Eitam. So I just want to do a little poll here. Do you have, Eitam, let's see now, do you have Twitter? How many of you have, do you have Twitter? Yes? No? Please vote. Has everybody voted? Okay, so 66% of you do have it and 33% aren't sure. Eitam, while we're doing this, you can download Twitter. Okay, so hopefully by the end of this session you will be on Twitter. And I just want to give you a couple of the reasons why you should be on Twitter. First of all, excellent, Eitam. So you'll get into your Twitter in a little while. First, we're going to do other things, though. So first of all, why do we need to be on Twitter? Well, basically, even though it's not very popular in Israel, the rest of the world is there. I'd like you all to just type in the chat window and tell me how many people you think are on Twitter in the world. Just take a guess. Type your answer in the chat window. I don't see any numbers. How many people do you think there are on Twitter in the whole wide world? Oh my God, I don't even know how to read that number, Eden. Can you please say that?
Too many zeros.
100 million. Okay, 100 million. Any other guesses? Rachel, do you want to guess? Okay, so as of May 2015, there are over 500 million users around the world. And most of them are not Israeli, which is why we need to get there. Another reason why we need to be on Twitter is because we really need our voices to be heard. When people hear about Israel in the news, they hear all the sensational stuff, the bad stuff. They hear about the stabbing, the bombing, all the awful stuff that happens. But we want to show the world that there's good stuff happening here as well. To show that the world, that we're just like everybody else in the Western world. We have hobbies and we have things that we like and we have cool things to see in this country. And when the world can hear us, not only about the wars and the attacks, but also our day-to-day lives, the world can see that we don't have horns and we need to make friends out there. Israel needs us to be there. Another reason why we need to be on Twitter is because it's a really great way to communicate with people like us. You can find out about hobbies from people who share them on the other side of the world. Find people with the same interests. Help them and let them help you. For example, if you really dig Bara Faili, go and follow her, or One Direction, or your favorite international sports figure. You tune in and find out what they're doing, what they've done, what they think. It's also a really great way to find information. You want to learn something. That's right. Presidents and prime ministers, they're all there. And the Israeli political people are on there as well. For example, I follow Herzog and Bibi, and I see what they tweet. And a lot of politicians are there. That's right. They are, Sigalit. Twitter is a really great way to get information. If you want to learn something new or find something else, you can reach out to anyone in the world using email and social networking. The world is a much smaller place than it used to be, thanks to all of the social networking and Twitter, so you should use that to your advantage. For example, when I was preparing today's lesson, I sent out a tweet and asked teachers that I'm in touch with on Twitter, please give me ideas of how you use Twitter with your students. And finally, it's a really great way to use your English. So now that I've told you why I think you should be using Twitter, I would like you to get onto Kahoot. Take out, you can do it on your computer, or you can do it on your tablet or your cell phone. I'm going to share my screen and you'll get a PIN number. Can everybody see my Kahoot? I won't be able to see you if you raise your hands.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I'm waiting for you to get into Kahoot, type kahoot.it, and put in the PIN number 37655. Let's get started. And then if anybody writes anything in the chat number, please tell me because I can't see it. Is the Kahoot on the full screen?
Okay. What is the PIN number?
The PIN number is 37655. Do you not see it at the top?
No, it's okay. Just write it on the chat.
Okay. I don't see anybody in the Kahoot with me, and I'm waiting. Oh, Mickey's in. Mickey gets a prize for being the first one in. And Sigalit. Eitam, I'm waiting for you. Shlomi and Eitam. Rachel, are you joining us? Should I wait or can we start? And Rachel is here. I think that's all of us, right? Eden, are you coming in?
Yes, I'm trying.
Trouble. Support's doing a lot of things at the same time. Eden needs to be a really super duper multitasker with the job that she does. I'm gonna wait another few seconds, and if not, you can join us in the middle. So we're gonna start. And there are 8 questions in this trivia. Are you ready? What is Twitter? The first question worth 1,000 points. Original form of Facebook, social network macro blogging, a paid social network for connecting, making businesses. And it is a free social network for microblogging, and 2 of you got it right. Well done. Mickey is in the lead. In what year was Twitter created? 2007, 1999, 2008, or 2006? Only 2 answers? Okay, so Twitter was created in 2006, and already there's so many people on it. That's amazing. What does it mean to follow someone on Twitter, of course? To be someone's friend on Twitter, to get all of someone's messages, a way to learn how to tweet, to have someone get all of your messages. And it's if you answered either to be someone's friend on Twitter or to get all of someone's messages, you were right. And Mickey is still in the lead. But Eitan is on the map.
Adele?
Who has the most followers? Did somebody say something? Who has the most followers on Twitter? Benjamin Netanyahu, the IDF, Bar Rafaeli, or Judy Nirmosa Shalom Ashlomech. And it is the IDF, and no one got that one. I didn't guess it either. That was a pretty amazing fact, I thought. Mickey is still ahead. Who has the most followers on Twitter in the world? Twitter, Katy Perry, Barack Obama, or Bar Rafaeli? Time is running out. And it is Katy Perry. I didn't even know who she was. Probably shouldn't say that. Ooh, Sigalit has pulled ahead. Can you upload videos and photos to Twitter? No, of course not. Yes, but they have to be small. Yep. And 3 of you got that one right. Oh, Eitan, you are making progress. If you want to find a topic on Twitter, which symbol should you use? Click on a person's profile picture, the hashtag, the Twitter bird, or the @ sign. It is, of course, the hashtag, and everybody knew that. Well done, tweeters. Oh, Shlomi, you're on the map. How long can a tweet be? 140 words, as long as you want. 140 letters, 140 characters. Time is up, and it is 140 characters, and most of you got that right. The difference between characters or letters are that it also counts the spaces and the hashtags and the @ signs. But while I was preparing this, what I learned is that Twitter is planning on changing that and making tweets as long as you want. But that's going to be coming up in a few months. So for now, it's still 140 characters. And Sigalit is in the lead. Sigalit is the winner with 4,827 points. You got 6 correct, 1 incorrect, and bravo to all of you who did this. So I'm going to stop sharing, and I hope that a little bit more about Twitter through doing this Kahoot. And I'm going to get back to my game plan. And I just wanted to point out the differences between Facebook and Twitter. So basically, Facebook is about where you were and what you did there. You're putting up all these pictures and things pictures you took about when you were someplace with other people and who you were with. It's also about where you plan to go and what you plan to do there. Facebook is long-term. You can find it easily. You can go back in time and look at somebody's timeline, and it's a lot heavier. You can write a lot there. Twitter, on the other hand, is more about what you're doing, where you are now, what you are doing now. It's immediate, and it's a lot lighter. If I write what I'm doing now and somebody comes in 10 minutes' time, they might not see it because their feed will have gone ahead. So as we learned in the session, Twitter is about microblogging, or the activity or practice of making short, frequent posts to a microblog. Oops. And how do you do it? 140 characters. How can you get 140 characters into a post? Well, it's also about shortcuts. So, for example, instead of writing out the word B, you just write the letter B. And instead of writing the word before, you write the letter B and then the number 4. You can also break long tweets into a few short ones by numbering them. And there's all sorts of other little tips to make that you can do when you're using Twitter. Oops, 1 second, please. But we're not going to go into that today. If you're really interested, then there's lots of ways that you can find out about. And you can Twitter. You're right, Sigalit. Eitam, how would you like to read this message? Because you can also write a message without the vowels, although I wouldn't want you to do this in your compositions. Eitam, can you try and turn on your microphone, please, and read what it says here? Oops, Eitam's microphone looks like it went away.
רגע, איתם ללחוץ על המילה muted. לא על החץ הקטן, אלא על המילה עצמה.
If you can read this message, you can understand and send tweets.
Excelente. Well done, Eitam. Okay, so that's it. You drop words, drop half words, but again, don't do this on your compositions. Well done, Eitam. When you're writing a tweet, it shows you how many characters there are left. So, for example, the screenshot that I took about Twitter shows you how many characters are left, and after that, there were 94 characters left. Tweets are short and sweet. So, what I want everybody to do now is to write a tweet. You can see in the top corner a tweet that I wrote, for example. What I want you to do is to tell us your first name, which celebrity you would like to follow, why you would like to follow that celebrity. Remember that 40 characters. Be sure to include hashtag Tsav8, TSAV8, and also mention me, right? At the Strudel and Adele NHS. So please get onto your Twitter and let's tweet. I'm going to share my screen because if we... Okay, Eitam, go for it. I'm going to share my screen in the meantime and show you the way I view the tweets. I used a program called TweetDeck, and when I want to look for a tweet, for example, I wanted to look for Tsav8, I search for Tsav8, and these are the hashtags. So everything that's been so far, and I'm just waiting for a few minutes for your tweets to come in. And I see Sigalit's tweet. You follow different politicians. Okay. Is anybody else going to tweet? We see here, this is what I tweeted. And I wrote, I'm tweeting now. Oh, I forgot to mention, if I want to mention, I want to retweet this, put in my hashtag. I'm going to go in and quote the tweet, and Eden wrote, and I'm going to do at Adele NHS. Just retweet that. Okay, Eitan, cool. You want to follow K-pop singers' music. Okay, so instead of writing because, you wrote cuz. And that's fine on Twitter. Well done. I'm going to like that one. This is working well. I have another suggestion. I want everybody to take a selfie of themselves by the computer, and we're going to tweet that. Oh, Sigalit, that's cheating. That's an old picture. I want you to take one now. What, Mickey, you don't have time to tweet?
Adele, we can't see anything.
You can't see my Twitter?
No, we are on a couch.
Yes, we can. If you look on the left where Adele has a program that she shows you windows. She shows you on the left, look where it says Tzaf Shmone.
Okay, here I see it.
Okay.
Okay, so here's Sigalit's tweet, and here's Eden's tweet. Eden, are you going to be able to share that with us also?
You are the sharing one.
Sorry?
Again? What did you ask?
If you're going to be able to do a selfie and share that with us. And Atam, I'm still waiting for Atam. Is there anything going on in the chat window that I can't see? I can see the chat. Oh, Atam, I see. You forgot your password. Okay. No problems. So I think we got the idea. I'm going to stop sharing. If Atam's not coming, then no point in waiting. And we did the selfie bit. And we're going to finish soon, but I just wanted to give a few pointers about things that are really important to remember. So first of all, never give out personal information over Twitter or any social network. Never say where you are. Oh, Eden, great, I see. I see your selfie. Well done.
Adele?
Ken?
Did you see what I wrote? What I write?
Rachel, who's talking?
Okay.
Rachel, did I see what you wrote? Where did you
Yeah.
write it? Where did you write it, Rachel? In the chat or
At Saf
Twitter?
8. In Saf
Saf
8?
Shmone?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
No?
No.
I tried twice.
Did you
Okay,
write stuff
no,
with an S or with a Z?
I see Mickey now. Hashtag TSAV8.
Oh, I see. I have to, with character, I see. Okay, just a moment. Okay. Let me try again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So while you're trying, I'm going to continue with the rules.
Okay, just a moment.
There's something that is called the grandmother rule. If it's something that your grandmother wouldn't approve of or would be embarrassed by or would embarrass you if your grandmother saw it, then don't write it. And that's true for Twitter, it's true for Facebook, it's true for any social networking. Because Twitter and Facebook and anything that you send out there is there forever. People will be able to see it and find it and read it. Mickey, I would not believe that this is your first tweet because you did it so expertly. I'm reading your tweet now. And the final thing on social networking in general and in life in general, be nice. Atam, well done. Hi, Atam. Good job. Okay, everybody's tweeted. I want to share this screen. I don't know if you're all following on yours. Can you see my tweet deck now? So we have Atam here.
Yeah, we can see.
Well done, Atam. And here's Mickey's selfie. And here's Eden. Now we know what everybody looks like. And here's me. Good job, guys. So that's it. My final words. Go out there and tweet, especially the teachers among you, because there is such a world of information to learn. I want to thank everybody for joining me, especially Atam. And I hope you guys play around on Twitter.
We had lots of
Atam?
fun, Adele.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. Atam, wishing you the best of luck on your oral bagrut and the regular bagruts. Mickey, I expect to see you on Twitter from now on. Okay, bye guys. Thanks Eden for the help and the
Bye,
participation.
It was very nice.
Bye.
I really liked it.
Bye-bye.
Bye everyone. Have a good night, evening.
You too.
רגע, לפני שאתם יוצאים, יש פה משוב קצר שאנחנו נשמח אם תמלאו לגבי השיעור. זה גם בשבילנו כדי שנתפתח לקראת הצווי 8 הבאים. זהו, נשמח אם תמלאו, זה באנונימיות מוחלטת. תודה רבה, שיהיה לכם ערב נעים.